So, Fraser,
Yes.
it's a pleasure to meet you. We're currently at Funding the Commons
Yeah.
during Berlin Blockchain Week 2025,
Yeah.
the first big event of the week.
Yeah.
And you approached me, or we ran into each other out here, and we were talking about your project you're working on called
Yeah.
FarWin.
Yeah.
And I think it's a really cool project, and I would like more people to know about it. And
Thank you.
where can we start? What is FarWin?
I think we should start with the background. The sort of horrific realization, probably a lot of people hear, about the how to raise enough money for the public goods that we need to survive, to be sustained. And in my background, I got into blockchain around 2016. But before that, I worked as a consultant in innovative financial mechanisms with the biggest conservation organizations in the world and some governments, mainly in Africa and Asia. And my job was to leverage private finance for public good, if you like, for big reforestation efforts and mainly reforestation efforts. And so I designed innovative financial mechanisms and private equity, blended finance, and other things like this. And we worked with government funding partners and private investors, impact investors, and others to try to get private capital flowing into public goods. And we were successful, and some projects raised, hundreds of millions of dollars and so on. But it was always what I call conditional. There were always these relationships. There was always a lot of support from charity. There was a lot of sort of that investor wanted to do it for this reason and that reason and so on. Okay, and I think the biggest realization, the why I said at the start was kind of like the very sort of sad moment, was the realization that no matter what I did there wasn't going to be enough, free money or kind of public funding to to leverage enough private capital to get the job done. I once sort of walked into the head office of Citibank in London to discuss a green bond with the leaders of the International Union of the Conservation of Finance for Rwanda. And I knew people in the Rwandan government. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It made financial sense, but because of politics and everything else, it just didn't happen. And so the forests are cut down and on it goes. So yeah, I mean, honestly, the first thing I did in crypto was to try to invent a funding in 2016, like this is even before Uniswap or anything, was try to design smart contracts that would provide unstoppable funding actually for activism. Because I came out of my experience of working, in this space saying, the only way we're going to get this done is if we can unstoppably fund the activists that are going to make enough noise to insist that it's done. And then I came a long way from there. But actually, I'm even surprised myself because the project that we'll look at, I think it goes beyond that. It could fund activism unstoppably. It could fund media in a way that can't be shut down, but it could be just a general funding mechanism for any public good, any cause, and actually many projects as well. So
Awesome, unstoppable activist funding, unstoppable public good funding. Yeah, I think that there's something really there.
it is now a mini app on Farcaster, and I think that's where it has a chance to really blossom because it comes with all this beautiful social graph of like, I can see that two of my friends have funded this project. What is it? And because it's this lovely modern artwork that I think you'll show in the video, people are inclined to share it just because it looks good. It's not offensive in the timeline. It brings color and cause to the timeline. Is one of our taglines. So we should jump into like the real juice of it, and going back to the initial conversation of like, what was my fight for these years? What was I trying to do? How to leverage private capital? What we learned in this game, that the pool gets to a point where, my friend with his trading bot, okay, I said to him, okay, gear up your trading bot to run in this smart contract, okay? And here's all the math, here's the algorithm, everything. So at what size has that prize pool got to get to for you as an investor to want to fire up your trading bot and just mint like 3 per block until you get the white square. So a typical prize cycle, about $1,000 in ETH will go to the cause, and the winner will get about $5,000 or $6,000 in ETH. Okay, so he was saying, well, okay, interesting. First, let's see if it works. Okay, so we fired it up. It minted away pretty fast. It could be optimized more, but after about 25 minutes, he got the white square and claimed the prize and cleaned out the pool. Now, he is acting like just an investor. He doesn't know what the cause is. He doesn't want to know. He just knows that probabilistically there's a rate of return. So in this game, when your supporters of your public good or your cause come in early, they want to support you. They also might want to win. Other people come in just because they want to win, right? And other people come in, like just because maybe it's fun. They think it's cool, and they see other people are playing it and so on. So the pool will always get to a size where profit motivated capital can say, probabilistically, if I start a bot minting these now, I'm going to make a 20, 30, 40% return on my capital. And that is kind of a game changer for public good finance, because this can just run perpetually.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's really amazing. And you showed it to me. I'm excited to show it to everyone else.
Yeah.
So can you show me what you've got?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's make sure we get a screen recording.
Yeah, we'll start the screen. And all right. So let's hit the eye at the top,
Cool.
Which will just sort of give you the basics. 5 squares is the 10-to-1 odds and 2x prize. And the white in the middle is what everybody wants to win the pool. So we've just got our own game. Please work. There we go.
There it goes.
We've just got our own game, the first game. Incidentally, you mentioned about can anybody start a game? Yeah, you can just create some words about your cause, define it as cause, public good, or project.
Cool.
Talk about what type of organization you are.
Mm-hmm.
Beast mode is here. Mondrian colors are there.
Okay.
Yeah, beast mode is here. You can select whatever color you want.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I see how that could come out as a beautiful piece of art.
Right.
Mhm.
It does. And you put in your socials here. And that's that there. Let's go back. Here's a bunch that I've minted. Yeah, speaking to the beauty, you can see, some of them are quite cool.
Mhm.
There's a winner. I haven't minted it yet, because I haven't burned it yet because I'm waiting for the pool to go up, so my 2x prize is higher.
Gotcha.
But
So these are your plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the early days, I was just playing away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that looks quite cool, and there's a white square there. It's like,
Okay.
I nearly won. I got a white square.
So close, it's touching.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
Mhm.
a nice one.
Mhm.
So it's all integrated with Farcaster. You can just press share. It's going to show it. It's going to show the current pool balance, funds raised.
I see.
Right, so you're just telling your friends what's going on. Oh, it's not a cancel. I'm doing this one-handed,
Yeah.
which is a good test, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit tricky.
So here we've got the first game.
This is the very first one that was created.
Yeah, very first.
Okay.
We've raised these funds. The pool size is
Mhm.
currently 0.06 ETH. The mint price is this here, and I'm going to mint. So it's using Gelato VRF for randomness, and it's going off to get the random number and mint the random NFT.
So do you have to have ETH in order to mint?
Mint is the currency to pay, and you're paying for gas. We haven't gone down the road of gas abstraction or anything, because you're buying it with ETH, so you can pay for your own mint.
Gotcha.
I didn't win, but it looks nice.
That is nice looking.
Yeah,
You got some black and gold in there.
Yeah, it's an artwork, right?
Yeah.
It's officially an artwork. And that's it. And you can play again or share it.
Cool.
Like I said.
That is very simple, and it's exciting. It's exciting for the person who mints, that's creating it, and it's exciting for the player as well.
Yeah. And 10-to-1 to get a 2x is we think it's a nice odds. Like,
Sounds good.
yeah, I could play it 10 times, and if you're in the early stages of the cycle, you know, and if there's, you know, if this is sort of gets to the point where it's proven and there are games being played where these sort of private capital bots are coming in after about 100 plays, you know that those guys are going to pile in at some point. So, yeah, this is the revolution.
Yeah, very, very cool.